Bailing through the motherfucking street, y'all. Never had a motherfucking weed card. I'm down a flatline, a nigga never been soft. Bailing through the motherfucking street, y'all. Bailing through the motherfucking street, y'all. I was 13 with my motherfucking heat, y'all. Nigga caught cases trying to take your fucking screen off. I can put your fucking life on the recall, yeah. Looking for the bitches with the ass. Gotta ice a chain cause a nigga getting cash. 3 different pages going up because I'm cracking. Trying to turn $1 to $1 million, ho, what's happening? Yeah, ayy. Orange laces for my shoestrings.
What is up, guys? Dashing here and live. We are in beautiful Miami, Florida for NGW Checkpoint Miami. And what a show we have in store, my fine brother friends. We're jumping straight to the action. As always, Joe Blade making his way to the ring, prepared to go one-on-one with Sexton Stone. How are you? How are you? Welcome in. You know, I was just thinking, the Earl is like that first sip of an ice-cold coffee from Dunkin' on a warm, warm summer's day while you're running your errands. That's what I was just thinking. But for Joe Blade, he's got the opposite feeling towards one Sexton Stone, who soiled his grand return to NGW a few weeks ago. Remember, Joe Blade out of action since the very first episode of NGW here in the new season, thanks to Kieran Gallagher, but was set to make a surprise return a few weeks ago. Sexton Stone attacked him backstage, though, to take his place in that match against Isaac Richardson. So now Joe Blade, pissed off that someone would dare to ruin such a moment, looking for revenge here tonight. I didn't realize CMB Live was such a popular show. You know, 2 episodes last season. Maybe we will have to bring it back. But of course, it could be potentially a big night for Cold Stone's Creamery. You know, later on, Isaac Richardson and Justice Stone going to be clashing Falls Count Anywhere. Could both the Stones leave with some big wins here at Checkpoint Miami? You know, Sexton, he was just trying to help out his friend, man. He was trying to get some payback of his own against Isaac Richardson for what he did to Justice back at Departure. He told Joe Blade, hey, no hard feelings, wrong place, wrong time, friend. But Joe Blade's not having any of it. CMB taking over Miami for this next week. We know this upcoming Friday, it is homecoming, baby, and the card going to be posted right after Checkpoint Miami wraps up on the Discord, on our Twitter, so make sure you peep it. What a show from top to bottom. That's going to be, but we're just getting things started right here, right now. Joe Blade, Sexton Stone, one-on-one. Referee going to ring that bell. And of course, our main event here at Checkpoint Miami, guys, the scramble match for the NGW Championship. Trevor Hannibal, his reign in serious trouble as he defends against not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 top challengers in a scramble match, which of course means all 5 of them in the ring at the same time. 25-minute time limit. Whoever has the most falls at the end of that time limit will leave Miami with the NGW Championship. We are, of course, barreling down the road to Ascendance 11, where we know the NGW Champion will defend that championship against the King of the Hill winner, Paul Devine. That's right, if you missed it a few weeks ago, the Asian sensation choosing the challenge for the NGW Championship at the Show of Shows. Hot start here for Joe Blade, guys, all over Sexton Stone. Just 2 big, beefy lads here, set to beat the hell out of each other. DDT in response by the Milkman, followed up by a basement drop kick. And over the top, Elvin lands Rear end first into the sand. No doubt about it. Everyone in action here this evening, they're going to have sand in their shorts, all right? There's going to be some sandy gear. Some press-ups there by Joe Blade. Trying to get that workout in, man. You don't get a physique like Joe Blade has just laying around all day, all right? You get those workouts in when you can. Sexton back into the ring. Joe Blade disrespectful towards Sexton here, but the Milkman not going to take that. Firing back with a last call. Again, Joe Blade, a big boy. That's some power right there by Sexton. Into the pin. Gets a 2 count. Relatively early on here. Tries to go low. Nice defense, though, by the big sexy daddy. Able to counter that scoop slam into a DDT. Quickly, Joe trying to pop back up, but Sexton Stone on him like a monkey on a cupcake, brother. Tossing Joe Blade off to the side like it ain't no thing. Following up with some stomps to the chest. Sexton going hard in the sand here at Checkpoint, Miami. Grabs that arm, smacks it off the canvas. Some more stomps to the chest. My man has lost it here. Kick to the side of the head. Joe Blade caught with a kick to the side of the head himself. Obviously, Joe Blade's arrival here in NGW, not the way he was expecting. The very first night, taken out by Kieran Gallagher on the show for over a month. Then he's set to make his big surprise return, and Sexton Stone soils it. Into the sand. Joe Blade is dropped. Some more stomps to the chest. And now going to choke him out. Slowly brings him up to his feet. Kick to the midsection, waiting for him. Already up to a count of 3 as Sexton gets thrown. Ribs first into the barricade, back into the ring. Just going to patiently wait for Sexton to rejoin him in the squared circle. On him, though, like white on rice, Irish whip. On the rebound, drop down. Bear hug, slam. No bread, no water here to kick off Checkpoint Miami. It is just meat in that ring. And Vintage Sexton, DDT into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count for Stone, though, busting Joe Blade open in the process, but not finished. Looking for a special delivery, but Joe Blade, spear! Spear by Blade into the pin. 1, 2, no! Blade thought he had it there for sure, so did I, but he's not done, I don't think. Could be looking for that vertical suplex sit-out powerbomb of his, but up on the shoulders, drop, chest first on the rope. Stomp to the arm. Sexton. Oh, showing off the 18-inch pythons, brother. Not enough baby oil, if you ask me. To the top rope, the big boy. Fixing to fly. Big old moonsault. Maybe not the greatest moonsault I've ever seen, but effective nonetheless. Follows it up with a senton. And a knee to the side of the head. Joe Blade in all sorts of trouble right now. Another knee to the side of the head. Blade got to think quickly of a way to try and bounce back here. If things keep going like this, he's not going to last much longer. Numerous stomps to the chest. Just picking apart Joe Blade. Another senton. All that weight right down across the ribs. Into the pin. Sexton Stone for a big, big win here in Miami. No. Getting a bit frustrated as Sexton to the top rope again. The big, sexy daddy. Waiting for his shot. Off the top. Clothesline. Joe Blade says, get me the hell out of here. Crawling into the corner, picks himself up, but Sexton lining him up. Clothesline again. Looks him in the eyes. Tells him he's got a special delivery. No! Joe Blade counters. Joe Blade kick out there. Joe Blade not having it though. Going for another one. He says, I don't think so, brother. But Sexton counters. Drops down behind. Chop block. The Milkman is still alive. Kick to the midsection. Big old clothesline avoided. Elbow to the lower back. What a way to kick off Checkpoint Miami. Now Joe Blade going up top. The big boy with an elbow. Into the pin. 1, 2. Joe Blade telling the ref, come on out, mama. That had to have been a 3 count. Don't play with your boy. Elbow to the chest. Not just once, not just twice, but thrice. Blood trickling down his face as Sexton rolls to the outside. Falls into the sand. And covered in sweat, sand, and blood. Sounds like a Friday night to me. Now look at Joe Blade. Just taking his time at this point. Maintaining his position in the driver's seat. Back into the ring though. Sexton in all sorts of trouble, and Joe Blade knows it too. Oh, the call with the DDT! Quick thinking by Sexton! 1, 2! That might have been a last-ditch effort by Sexton Stone, but wait a minute! He's tried twice already. Will the third time be the charm? Special delivery! He only takes delivery in the rear. Flips him over into the pin. 1, 2. What? Sexton Stone. Jaw dropped. He can't believe it. Joe Blade just throwing himself at Sexton, gets a boot to the face, another senton off the ropes. Joe Blade scrambling, trying to keep his head above the water. Cheeky jab gonna be missed though. Up onto the shoulders, gonna give him some more rope burn. Sexton, eyes wide. You're a Nagi. And yet another senton. But what does Sexton have to do to keep Joe Blade down, man? Special delivery did not do the trick. Pump handle attempt countered by Joe Blade with a hip toss. And Joe Blade telling him, come on then. Is that all you got? Clothesline gets countered, able to reel him in. Knee to the chest, gonna back him up. Off the ropes he goes, tries to go low. Bit of a mishap though. Double axe handle into lariat. Big hitter caught with a surprise elbow to the midsection. That's all the opening Joe Blade needs. Look at the power. Sexton Stone being manhandled. Military press. And now Joe Blade. Hammerlock DDT. He's got it. Doesn't go for the pin though. Instead going after the arm of Sexton Stone. A mistake here if you ask me. Might have had this match won right there. But it seems like he's more intent on inflicting pain and agony, going after the arm. Now the leg. Wants to make Sexton Stone pay. Once again, nailing the sit-out powerbomb. And I'd say that's going to do it right there. Uno, dos, tres, Joe Blade picking up the win. What a way to kick off Checkpoint Miami. 2 hogs beating the absolute hell out of each other. And that'll teach Sexton Stone not to mess with Joe Blade. His grand return may have been ruined, but here at Checkpoint Miami, a big win for Joe Blade. You know, I don't know what you're talking about. It's just an innocent question. I'm genuinely curious. But coming up next, guys, here at Checkpoint Miami, it is our first of 2 championship matches here this evening. Of course, in our main event, the NGW Championship on the line in that scramble. But first, the NGW Tag Team Championship on the line as Kieran Gallagher... Ooh, I might sneeze. I'm allergic to Irishmen. What can I say? But Kieran Gallagher and Cedric Kovic, who at the start of their team up, man, obviously not getting along. And I'd say they even still don't like each other very much, but they've learned to coexist because of, well, how good of a tandem they really are. It's like the old saying goes, opposites attract. As has often been the case throughout CMB history. I think of some of the greatest tag teams of all time. You know, the bickering duo, Divine Affairs, etc. And Kieran Gallagher and Cedric Kovic looking to follow in the footsteps of those teams. Looking to leave Miami with the NGW Tag Team Championship here tonight. Earning this opportunity by winning that #1 contenders match at the top of the month. Can they make the most of it here tonight? On the build-up to Checkpoint Miami, no doubt that Kieran Gallagher and Cedric Kovic have been steadily picking up momentum, whereas the defending champions, they've been struggling. Seems like the challengers have them beat at every turn. Will that be the case here tonight? Again, they don't have to like each other. They just have to operate like a well-oiled machine once that bell rings, and it means they leave here with some championship gold. Of course, my friends, we are on the road to Ascendance 11, the show of shows emanating live from London, England, the O2 Arena. But some massive news dropped by our general manager of NGW, Zach Cage, earlier tonight. The return of the Cyborg Invitational. That's right, for the first time in years, the Cyborg Invitational returns to CMB, and the superstars of NGW gonna have the opportunity to partake. 6 men in a round-robin tournament. The winner receives an NGW Championship match. The loser is fired from NGW. That's the risk. We'll find out who the 6 men are gonna be on the next episode of NGW, who will roll the dice. What a legend! Thank you for the sub. You beautiful, beautiful little crumpet, you. You know, you're kind of like sand between the toes on a nice, relaxing day on the beach. Is that a good thing? That might be a bad thing. I don't know. I don't go to the beach. Anyhow, here's the Long Island Dragons, and again, maybe it hasn't been the greatest run for Nate Richards and Chris Maverick the last few weeks. Although Chris Maverick did pick up a win this past episode of NGW, teaming up with Isaac Richardson, as Nate Richards missed his flight, couldn't make it to the show. But they, of course, won those titles back at Departure. Their first defense here tonight. Will it be a successful one is the question. I'd say they obviously have the advantage going into this matchup. They've been partners for a long time. That cohesion on point. As mentioned before, Kieran Gallagher and Cedric Kovic, when they come together, they are a dangerous duo. The Irish-Russian connection. Looking to leave Miami with the NGW Tag Team Championship. I gotta blow my nose, man. It's all this sand, all right? I'm not a beach guy, with all this pollen here in Miami. Do palm trees have pollen? I don't know. I'm not a man of the world, okay? I sit behind my desk, I drink my W, which, by the way, you can get yourself. W.GG, use promo code CMV23 to get 10% off. There's the titles handed off to Poe, our longtime official here in CMV. And this is going to be contested under Tornado Tag Team rules. That means no tags necessary. All men active in that ring at the same time. Whichever team gets the pin of the submission first in the ring leaves with the gold. And Kieran Gallagher immediately taken down by Chris Maverick as Kovic gets a face full of knee, courtesy of Mr. Richards there. Long Island Dragons, they do have that champion's advantage, though. You always got to remember, they can retain via count out or disqualification, but for Gallagher and Kovic, it's got to be by pin or submission if they want that championship gold. Big, beautiful, what a Tiger Fate discus clothesline there by Kieran. And then going to go after the arm. We know Kieran Gallagher to be a very dangerous submission specialist. Nothing he loves more than torturing his opponents in that ring with that joint manipulation. Very first time we saw Kieran Gallagher here in NGW, he injured Joe Blade, instantly proving just how dangerous he is. Cedric Kovic tossing Maverick overhead, able to avoid Nate Richards. 21! Just the biggest Hoxton fan as Chris Maverick gets a face full of sand there, missing that suicide dive. Rock kick in response, though. The sand might actually be a bit of a help for the superstars. Instead of landing on that padding that offers very little support for a concrete floor. I don't think sand is exactly soft, but I'd probably estimate better than falling down on virtually a concrete floor. Unless you get it in your eyes, and your mouth, and your nose. The crotch area, probably not too fun. Drop kick out of the corner by Nate Richards. Extending the arm of Cedric Kovic. Up to a count of 8 here, by the way. As we know in CMV, you have until 20 to get back into the ring. Kovic has been busted open. Big knee to the side of the head. Gallagher and Maverick got to get back into the ring here. Unless the Long Island Dragons fix it to retain by countout. They got Kovic isolated in the ring. Kieran Gallagher looks like he's taking his time. No rush here. Around the ring he goes. Heroic Maverick. Shoulder first in the barricade. The count has been reset. Everybody back into the ring. Cedric Kovic. The DVD. Get it on Blu-ray, baby. Kieran Gallagher from behind. The Queen suplex. Does Ireland have a Queen? I don't think so. Northern Light suplex with the bridge. Only gets a 2 count for Cedric Kovic. Again, the NGW Tag Team Championship on the line here. Reverse DDT down onto the knee. Everybody at ringside now. Slowly but surely pouring back into the ring. That's the only place you can get the pin of the submission. Oh, the knee! The knee to the face by Nate to retain the NGW Tag Team Championship with only a 2 count. Not finished with Kieran Gallagher, though. Listen to these fans here in Miami. They are loving this match. Kieran Gallagher, impaler DDT, floats over. 1, 2. By the skin of his teeth. Nate Richards kicking out. Chris Maverick tried to give his tag team partner a chance to recuperate here. Kovic, though, caught on his own. Gallagher again. No sort of rush, just watching from ringside. Oh my God, suicide! Tornado! DDT into the sand. Gallagher back in the ring, able to catch Nate Richards with the arm wrench. Honing in on that arm. Stomp to the shoulder. Not going to take his finger off the trigger, Kieran Gallagher. With what can only be a terminating spike or a burning hammer. Whatever tickles your fancy, I'm not your dad. But I can be your daddy. From side control, close fist to the face. It's all Gallagher in that ring right now. Now here comes Kovic. Double boot stomp to the midsection. Kovic from behind. Kovic looking for that power bomb. Richards not going to give him the chance to hit it though. Up to a count of 8. You see Richards taking Kovic round and round. Gallagher content to just watch. Not too sure what Maverick's up to here at ringside. Maybe not the best time to be pandering to the fans here. Gallagher caught between the Long Island Dragons here. Kovic got to come in and help him out. And that's what he's going to do. Kovic with the powerbomb. Sit out powerbomb. New champions. No. Broken up by Maverick. But Kovic looks like he's got another one in the back pocket. Another powerbomb counter. Counter into the roll up. 1, 2. Kick out. NGW Tag Team Championship on the line. Million miles a minute here. No rest, no time to take a breath. That's what it's all about. The Long Island Dragons in control. Snapmare going to set Kovic up. Knife edge chop to the back of the neck, kick to the chest. Meanwhile, Richards with that straightjacket German to Kieran Gallagher on the apron. Springboard elbow gets out of the way to Gallagher. Clothesline to take out Maverick. And Gallagher working quickly while he's got the opening. The crossface locked in. Crossface locked in. New champs. New champs. New champs. Nate Richards, no choice but to tap. And we have new NGW Tag Team Champions. Kieran Gallagher and Cedric Kovic have done it. And there's what did it right there. The crossface forcing Nate Richards to tap out. They didn't start off on the best page, but together they stand tall here in Miami. New NGW Tag Team Champions. crowned new NGW Tag Team Champions here in Miami. Congratulations to Cedric Kovic and Kieran Gallagher, my friends. But coming up next, it is Falls Count Anywhere, as Isaac Richardson and Justice Stone prepare to go to war. And obviously things not going so well for Sexton Stone at the top of the show, but Justice, for the time being, can't worry about his tag team partner because he's got that man coming his way. And the one true alpha of CMV. And of course, this is a rematch from Departure where Isaac Richardson did beat Justice Stone, but Justice Stone, clear as day, had his hand under the bottom rope. The ref didn't see it, and so Justice Stone going on a bit of a protest, demanding that General Manager Zach Cage give him a rematch, and this time make it Falls Count Anywhere, so that there will be no mistake. No chance for Isaac Richardson to walk away with another stolen victory, and finally Zach Cage giving in and making this rematch between these two official Falls Count Anywhere rules. And of course, Richardson, he's got his own bone to pick because, say, two could play at that game a couple of weeks ago. Sexton Stone did beat Isaac Richardson, but Isaac's hand was under the bottom rope. The ref didn't see it. Isaac Richardson saying it's just an excuse. Doesn't matter if his hand was under the bottom rope or not. The result would have been the same in the end. And we're going to find out for sure here tonight. Of course, Isaac Richardson did send one last message to Justice Stone earlier this week on NGW, hitting him with that thunderous 1TA after his match. Win against Cedric Kovic. Justice Stone on social media calling Isaac Richardson the cowardly giant. This is indeed Falls Count Anywhere. That means pinfalls, submissions. Doesn't have to happen in the ring, baby. It can happen in the sand. It can happen with the audience. Go backstage. Go out onto the Miami streets, baby. Go down to Venice Beach. Is that in Miami? I'm pretty sure it is. Again, not a man of the world here. And most importantly, no rope breaks. So here we go, Isaac Richardson, Justice Stone, Falls Count Anywhere. Will Richardson make good on what he said, that no matter the time, the place, no matter the stipulation, he will put down Justice Stone? Or can Stone indeed prove that Departure was no more than a fluke, that Richardson got lucky? He's coming in swinging here, not allowing the fact that Isaac Richardson's got the height advantage, the weight advantage, the power advantage, stop him. Tries to throw a back elbow. Richardson blocks it, though. Oh, God, set him up. Pooh! Butterfly suplex. To the ringside area he goes. Remember, no disqualifications. Taking apart the steel step. Justice Stone taking apart the other set of steel steps. It's a stairs match, but Isaac Richardson, the quicker, using his set of steel steps to bash in the face of Justice Stone, then throws him into Poe. Poor Poe, he can't catch a break. Oh, no. Justice rammed lower back first into the barricade. No count outs. Remember, this is Falls Count Anywhere. Isaac Richardson, vertical suplex, catches him on the way down with a sit-out powerbomb. These fans in the front row getting themselves a treat right now, as Richardson is expertly using the ringside area, man. Dropping Justice face first now down out of the barricade. But Justice gonna bite down. Take it with a pinch of salt. Keep his head held high. DDT into the sand. Sand in the eyes of the one true alpha. And now with the steel steps in hand, just throws him down onto Isaac. That's certainly a strategy there. Hit to the gut. Cheeky jab. Goes for the midsection from behind now. Takes him down into the pin. One. The steel steps in the way, but Poe's still able to go for the count. Only one, though. Drop kick to the side of the head. Again, steel steps in hand. Justice Stone throwing them right down onto the back of Isaac's head. No punches pulled. Justice Stone, a man on a mission here in Miami, ripcord forearm smash. Richardson escapes to the outside. Justice on him though. Like peanut butter on jelly, baby. You ain't running here. Reverse STO. Back to his feet, punch to the midsection, and again, back elbow, big old left hook, just tossing him by his head off to the side like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Isaac wants those steel steps again. Justice Stone running after it. Richardson, oh God! Oh God! The steel steps! For a moment caught on top of the barricade there. That could have ended very badly. Knee to the midsection. Back and forth here. Poe keeping watch. Mercedes. This is another sit-out powerbomb out of the vertical suplex setup. Gonna hoist Justice up. God, the Yokosuka cutter. 1, 2. As close as it gets. 2.999. Justice, though, keeping his head above the sand. Elbow to the jaw, backing Justice away. Reverse STO, into the sand again. Look at that sand in the eyes. Isaac Richardson, momentarily blinded, and Justice Stone gonna capitalize. Big knee to the jaw of the one true alpha, but he won't stay down. Forearm smash, stomp to the arm, and again. Throwing Isaac into the steps and into the barricade. Big fucking toss! Almost sending Justice right over the barricade into the front row, and the 1TA! Right into the pin. 1, 2, but not this time. Not this time. Justice Stone kicks out, but barely a champ breaking out here. Fight forever. Misses that elbow. This could be Justice's opportunity. Tries to go for a clothesline. Gets caught with a spinning soul kick. But there is still somehow fight left in the Ice Cream Man. Keeps going back to that reverse STO, man. Further sand in the eyes of Isaac Richardson. Trying to figure out what he wants to do with those steel steps. Trying to put them in position. Cooking up something disastrous, but took too long. And Richardson tossing him shoulder first to the barricade there. Now ribs first. Set him up for a boot right to the side of the head. I think these guys spent about a minute maybe in the ring. This has truly been a Miami street fight. Another butterfly suplex. They're battling on the beach. Isaac just expertly using the ringside area, man. Oh my God, now what? Sit out powerbomb out of that back suplex position. Just manhandling Justice Stone here. This is dominance, but Justice Stone, quick kick to the side of the head. Grabs those steel steps, no time to use them though. Richardson catching him from behind. Able to catch that punch. Into the ring, Justice Stone sends Isaac Richardson Taking his time, though. Where's he going? Justice Stone can't keep his hands off those steel steps. To the mush of Isaac Richardson, right into the pin. Oh, but only a 2 count. The hard head of Isaac Richardson. Stan attached to his shoulders there. Justice Stone, hang on a minute. Package pile driver. Into the sand, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, couldn't get past the steel steps there. Counting where he was, but 2.999. That's all Justice Stone is going to get. Look at that. Squaring up. No fear in the eyes of Justice Stone. Isaac on spaghetti legs here as Justice grabs the steps again. This time to the back of the head. Right to the back of Isaac's head. Getting a little close for comfort now. Isaac thrown into the announce table. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match personified. Into the ring. At long last. Justice Stone wanting to beat Isaac Richardson where everyone can see. Kick to the gut though. Richardson! Looking for that falling powerbomb! Into the pin. 1, 2. And the look on Isaac's face says it all. Jaw dropped. Shocked. But now pissed off. What's he going to grab? A sledgehammer. Justice not going to let him use it. Knocks it out of his hands. Forearm smash, keeping the 1 True Alpha down. A quick pinfall attempt. 1, 2, but the desperation doesn't pay off. Grabs that kendo stick. Oh, right to the ankle of Isaac Richardson. Able to roll out onto the apron, though. Fights his way back into the ring, but he's slow. He's slow. And that allows Justice to hit him. Another reverse STO. Won't keep Richardson down. Justice thinking, what the hell do I gotta do, man? Might not be anything he can do. Off the ropes on the rebound, tries to go low. Justice gonna get caught again. The 1-T-A. 1, 2. What? What? Listen to these bloodthirsty Miami fans. They're chanting one more time. Justice Stone doesn't think so. He says no thank you. Countered by Isaac there, elbows to the side of the head. Into the corner, big man. Trying to flatten him. He's got that sledgehammer to the face. To the face. And now to the shoulder. And to the lower back with Justice walking right into a spine buster. And a gigantic elbow drop. 1, 2. How? Isaac, another elbow drop across the chest. A third elbow drop. This is getting hard to watch with the sledgehammer. Once more, down onto the shoulder. And again, but Justice rolls out of the way. From behind, Russian leg sweep floats over. Right hand straight down the gullet of Isaac Richardson. And Justice Stone acting quickly, slams him! Making him kiss the canvas. 1, 2! Justice, not a moment of hesitation, grabs that sledgehammer, using it to brutalize Richardson here. Gets knocked off to the side. The 1 True Alpha. Powerbomb position. No! Out of the ring! Oh my God! Out of the ring, down into the sand. But it still doesn't keep Justice Stone down. The Ice Cream Man came to Miami for a war, brother, and he's ready to deliver. Final cut. That's not enough. going for the package pile driver again. Richardson catches him, throws him off to the side. Trying to use his body like a cannonball. Tanahashi clothesline. Shot to the underside of the thigh. Justice Stone back into the ring. Gonna grab that sledgehammer. I don't know how these two have anything left, man. Oh, straight to the chest. And Isaac to his feet, to the gut. Might have cracked a rib. Oh! Pop-up power slam. Catching Justice Stone. Using his own momentum against him there. Oh no, come on. Isaac, don't do it. Powerbomb out of the apron. Whipped. Shoulder first into the side of the ring. And now back into the squared circle. Justice still getting to his feet. And Zularian, basement trucking, but nothing will keep Richardson down. He's trying everything. Stomp to the shoulder, double move stop, vintage Borton combo. Yes, sir. Justice Stone. Irish whip and a toss. Isaac into the ropes on the rebound. From behind, a visit to the dentist. Straight into the pin, desperate as can be, but maybe, just maybe, yes! Justice Stone has done it! The Ice Cream Man delivers here in Miami. What an unbelievable match. Not a match. A war between Isaac Richardson and Justice Stone here in Miami. But Justice Stone standing tall. Standing at all is impressive. I had to clean up the ringside area, put everything back together after what we just saw, but coming up next, my friends, it is our co-main event. As Sebastian Monet goes one-on-one with Nick Avery. He's the opposite of what we saw earlier tonight with Kieran Gallagher and Cedric Kovic putting their differences aside, becoming a cohesive unit, and capturing the NGW Tag Team Championship. Something that Nick Avery and Sebastian Monet just could not do. They could not get on the same page when being put together in the NGW Tag Team Championship Tournament. They made it to that championship match at Departure, but coming up short and then unable to win that #1 contenders match a few weeks ago. Just not enough trust. Nick Avery even said it himself. I cannot trust Sebastian Monet. I always got to keep one eye on him. And, well, things finally come into a boil, if you will. Earlier this week on NGW, come into a head when we saw Nick Avery and Sebastian Monet take on the team of Isaac Richardson and Chris Maverick. At one point, Avery tagged himself in, and Monet responded by knocking him out and then leaving the match, abandoning Avery, which allowed Richardson and Maverick to pick up the win. Nick Avery finally saying enough is enough. This team is never going to work. And now out for a little bit of payback here in Miami. You know, I told Nick Avery when he was first put with Sebastian Monet in that NGW Tag Team Championship tournament, I told him, Monet is a member of the Arsenal of Justice. You know, his strings are being pulled by Tailcoat Val. Don't take your eyes off this guy. Avery gave him the benefit of the doubt, and he paid for it. So here we go, Monet, Avery, one-on-one in our co-main event. Of course, coming up next is that championship scramble, baby. But Avery coming out, swinging. Tries for a big boot, but Monet able to get out of the way just at the nick of time. Now a clothesline of his own. Into the corner, tries for a stop, though caught by Avery. Now off the ropes. Shin right to the side of Monet's head. They're not going to waste any time trying to go right in for the attack. Monet deceptively tall, though. Incredibly agile and very unorthodox. Say a lot of the same things about Nick Avery, though. The Spirit Walker has proven just how much of a daredevil he is in that ring. Loves taking to the air. Throwing caution to the wind, his favorite pastime activity. Able to push Monet back. His fans chanting, break his fingers. I don't think he was looking to break his finger there, looking to bite it off. Wheelbarrow into an arm drag. We were talking earlier tonight about how opposites attract. And how we saw Kieran Gallagher and Cedric Kovic put whatever their differences were aside. Able to coexist, and it paid off with them capturing the NGW Tag Team Championship. But sometimes, no matter how hard you're trying, no matter what you do, sometimes two people, they just cannot mesh. They cannot gel, and that's what we're seeing here with Monet and Avery. Even if you don't like your tag team partner, there's got to be trust. You got to be able to count on your partner. And Nick Avery simply could not rely on Sebastian Monet like we saw earlier this week on NGW. Big boot in the corner. Followed up by some rapid kicks to the face. Responds in kind, does Monet, able to get back to his feet. And now out of that camel clutch position, some closed fists across the forehead of the Spirit Walker. Beautiful disaster kick. Monet just able to outmaneuver Avery here. His quickness seemingly too much for the Spirit Walker to keep up with. So now he gets thrown into the ropes. Barrel roll attempted. Avery able to stay out of the way, though. Now gets tossed into the corner. Jesus Christ. Not even sure what the hell that was, but it was effective. He's now elbow across the chest after flicking his sweat down into Avery's face. Just disgusting. Discus forearm smash. We are, of course, on the road to Ascendance 11, my friends. This is do or die time for all of CMB. And Nick Avery knows that! Tries for the corkscrew moonsault. He actually landed it despite missing, but Monet takes him out with a clothesline. And now setting up their gourd buster. Down into the sand. Quickly back into the ring, though, able to avoid Avery's dropping attempt. Avery chased him down. Head scissors. Oh, actually gonna bust Monet open, scraping his face across the canvas. That's all the opening Avery needs. Sunset flip, powerbomb into the pin to pick up a big win here in Miami. No. Close as it gets, but no cigar. Rip with a forearm smash, gonna keep the pressure on that open wound. Nick Avery has found a target. Kicks to the face as blood pours down Monet. Still in the fight, they're able to wrench the arm of Avery. Now gonna try and take him for a walk, but kept at a distance with those elbows to the midsection. Trying to take him for a walk, no such luck. Elbows for Monet to escape. Our co-main event here at NGW Checkpoint Miami. Final cut. But will it indeed be for the Spirit Walker here tonight? Up against the ropes, not where he wants to be. Monet with the Irish whip, popping him up. Off the ropes, cross body to the back, and into the pin just like that. 1, 2. Unable to keep Avery down. But Monet's not finished. Avery not out of the woods yet. Monet gotta be looking for that Fisherman's DDT. Bing, bang, boom. Good night, Nick Avery. 1, 2. By the skin of his teeth, Nick Avery stays in the fight. Monet less than happy about that. Kick to the back of the head, gonna send Avery into the corner. He may have kicked out, but he is still in big trouble. Discus forearm to the side of the head. 1, 2. It's all Monet right now. Firmly in that driver's seat, but Avery continuing to keep his head above the water despite slipping into the deep end. Slowly but surely back to his feet with the jawbreaker, putting some distance between them. Wheelbarrow DDT. Avery moving a lot slower than usual. Another beautiful disaster kick. This time Avery sees it coming. There's that super kick of his. To the top he goes. In position. Corkscrew moonsault. Beautiful execution, but he's not done. He's not done. Now corkscrew senton. Holy shit. 1, 2. Sebastian Monet kicking out Avery. Back on the attack as these fans begin to chant, "We are not worthy." And what a show this has been. Not a single match is disappointed. That's what it's all about, though, baby, on the road to Ascendance 11. Swinging neckbreaker followed up by a tadpole splash. Let's not forget, we still got our championship scramble coming up next in the main event. Avery caught from behind, half Nelson reverse STO. Won't stay down though, Nick Avery, the type of guy that doesn't know what's good for him. Some more punch to the face of Monet. That cut only getting worse. More and more blood pouring down his face. Tanahashi clothesline rolls through to set him up for a drop kick to the side of the head. Crafty though is Monet out onto the apron. Oh God! Getting his face rubbed across that top rope. That actually made me cringe. To the ringside area, he goes immediately caught with a wheel kick. Lying in wait was Monet, another final cut. Up to a count of 3. This ain't falls count anywhere like the last match. Avery, though, seemingly wanting to take this fight further and further from the ring. Standing shooting star press. Avery just taking his time here. Forcing Monet's face into the sand. Kick to the midsection. Responds this. Monet now into an abdominal stretch. A modified abdominal stretch that would make Kevin Silva grin. Even if Avery were to tap out here, though, wouldn't do Monet any good. These two have completely forgot about the referee's count, evidently. Further and further towards the stage. Oh! Avery going downstairs! The ref couldn't have seen it from that far away. But back into the abdominal. The abdominal stretch. Locked in again. Sebastian Monet. Keeping it locked in but escaped. Did Nick Avery. Guys, we're getting up there. And these two do not seem to give a single shit. The referee's at a count of 14. They only have until 20 to get back into the ring. Just further and further, they go towards the stage. The animosity between these two, they don't care. DVD! But Avery realizing the count. Back into the ring he goes. Can Monet make it back in time? Can he make it? Yes, he does. Yes, he does, just in time. Immediately throwing Avery into the corner. Tries for a big old kick. Avery the quicker, though. Trying to drag him over to the ropes. Avery stopping him. Elbows to the gut. Kick to the back of the knee. And a hangman's neck breaker. Monet struggles to get to his feet. Avery trying to go for perhaps another Death Valley driver. Escapes with some elbows to the jaw. And now Monet doing all he can, but Avery meeting him at every turn. Going after that arm. Using the top rope to try and pick Monet apart. Into the corner, full steam ahead, look at that hell of a kick. Kick to the hamstring instead. Tries to go for a wheelbarrow. Avery catches him with a knee. Perfect position. Corkscrew senton. The quick thinking of Avery into the pin. 1, 2. Well, Nick Avery, not a drop of sweat though. Tries to go right back in. Right back to work, but Monet's got him again. Hop up, put him in position for that cross body. Right to the back of the head. Tries for a stop. Avery to his feet with a punch to the gut. Now from behind, caught with an elbow. Tries for a head kick, misses the first time, makes up for it though. Now watching as Monet picks himself up. Irish whip. Super kick! Super kick to the top! Another third corkscrew senton! Uno, dos, tres! Nick Avery victorious here in Miami. Yet another phenomenal matchup here at Checkpoint Miami. But Nick Avery scooping up his biggest win yet here in NGW. No doubt about it. It didn't come easy. But Nick Avery, after all he's gone through with Monet the last couple of months, this has to feel as good as it gets. It is now time, my fine feathered friends, for our main event of the evening here in Miami. It is time for the championship scramble. Trevor Hannibal set to defend his championship against four of the best in NGW. And again, championship scramble rules. All five men. The start of the match. 25 minutes on the clock. Whomever has the most falls scored by the end of that time limit leaves Miami as the NGW champion. You can score falls by pinfall or submission. And Trevor Hannibal's reign as champion undoubtedly in serious jeopardy here tonight. Especially sharing the ring with someone as conniving as Mr. Green is certainly in a good mood, because earlier this week on NGW, he and his henchman, Stalwart, able to knock off the team of Sugimoto Madoka and Trevor Hannibal in a tables match. In fact, I'm sure the champion probably still pulling splinters out. Dark, foreboding Byron Kruger promising earlier tonight that he would be leaving Miami as the NGW champion, that Miami would be his playground, would be the setting for his coronation as NGW champion. Mysterious really, I feel like, doesn't even begin to describe Byron Kruger. This guy just showed up out of nowhere one day, as cryptic as they come, but in that ring, he is incredible, and that's really all we got to know about him. When that bell rings, Byron Kruger, among the best of the best in NGW, which we have seen during his battles with JB Hayes, back at Departure and even just earlier this week at NGW. Even with JB Hayes winning both of those matches, still Byron Kruger in defeat. And I'd say the dark horse of our main event scramble match here, RJ Kidd, many saying stealing his way into this match, as during his qualifier, Sexton Stone had Tommy Blaze beat. RJ Kidd pushed him out of the ring and stole his pin. But RJ Kidd saying, hey, whether I stole it or not, I won. And that's all that matters. Can he steal another win here tonight and leave with the NGW Championship? And last but most certainly not least, when it comes to the challengers here. Oh, actually, it looks like Trevor Hannibal entering first. Okay. JB Hayes must have forgot his elbow pads in the locker room, had to run back. So here's the man who's got the spotlight on him. The defending NGW champion, Trevor Hannibal. Less than thrilled, I'm sure, to have to defend his championship in this kind of scenario. But showing up, hoping to show out, looking to continue down the road to Ascendance 11, still the NGW champion. And one can only hope that Trevor Hannibal doesn't let his emotions get the better of him here, sharing that ring with Mr. Green. I'm knowing that Trevor Hannibal loved nothing more than to rip Mr. Green's head off after what transpired earlier this week. And finally, we have the undefeated fan favorite, JB Hayes, has been simply astonishing since the start of the new and improved NGW. Beating alumni like Ace Reeves and Blake Virtue. Even holds a non-title win against Trevor Hannibal last month. JB Hayes, when he steps in that ring, breathtaking, spectacular, unlike truly any other. And here tonight, JB Hayes looking to take all that momentum he's earned over the last couple of months and put it into becoming NGW champion here in Miami. He's got the support of the fans, no doubt about that. But it's going to take more than just that to propel him to victory here tonight. Again, a championship scramble match, my friends. 25 minutes will be on the clock. Whoever has the most falls at the end of that time limit leaves with the NGW championship. Now, if this match ends in a draw, Trevor Hannibal automatically retains, even if, let's say, I don't know, Byron Kruger were to get a pin and JB Hayes were to get a pin. So the match ends with both of them having one fall. That's a draw. Trevor Hannibal retains. So really, if you're Trevor Hannibal, all you have to do is ensure that nobody else gets a pin or submission. This match ends in a draw. You leave still champion. Here we go. The referee rings the bell and the clock begins to count down. Immediately Hannibal taking RJ Kidd into the corner as Mr. Green with a kitchen sink to Kruger, and then he and JB Hayes gonna team up, going after the big dog in this match. Russian leg sweep, but that partnership lasted only a couple of seconds. Yeah. I believe that was, as a matter of fact, the last championship scramble match we had here in CMV a couple of years ago. Ended that exact same way, in a draw. And the champion in that match, Jason Spade, retained, even though he wasn't one of the ones to score one of the falls. Byron Kruger sent down in the sand. Obviously no countouts here. I believe disqualifications are still in effect, though. I guess we'll find out, but I believe you can, in fact, get disqualified. Big knee to the jaw by Byron Kruger. Mr. Green has had to... Oh! JB Hayes sending Hannibal over the top, down to the outside. Look at Byron Kruger rolling the film. Catching that all up in the highlight reel. Oh, well, I guess I was wrong. Unless Byron Kruger is just trying to give Trevor Hannibal a 3-point here. So no countouts and no disqualifications, I think it's safe to say. But as far as I know, you can only gain pinfall or submission. You can only score a point in the ring. Here comes RJ Kidd with the table now. Mr. Green typically has the help of his bodyguard and butler stalwart, but not tonight. Oh, German suplex down into the sand. Hayes from behind, though, takes out Kidd, forces him face first into the sand. As back in the ring, Trevor Hannibal trying to put a lid on Byron Kruger. Not to be, as instead dropped on his head with a butterfly pile driver. Trevor Hannibal winning the NGW Championship, beating Sexton Stone in the finals of the tournament early on in the new season. Successfully retained the Heat departure against August Sky. A lot of people there saying it was a bit of a screw job, as August Sky did have his hand on the rope. The ref didn't see it. Hannibal going on to say, hey, a win is a win. But here tonight, no chance of getting lucky. No opportunity for Trevor Hannibal to leave Miami off a fluke. It's really do or die for the champion here. Spirit bomb! Looking to pick up the first fall, but... And again, Trevor Hannibal really doesn't even have to go for a fall. All he has to do is play defense, not let anyone else score a fall, as Mr. Green tries to do right here. Only a 2 count, though. Look at the amount of weapons, man. We've got a table. We've got Byron Kruger using a sledgehammer. There's a kendo stick in there, a chair. All this for the NGW Championship. For the right to continue down the road to the Senate 11 as champion. Because remember, the NGW champion will defend that title at a Senate 11 against the Asian sensation, the King of the Hill winner, Paul Devine. A huge opportunity. Oh, Mr. Green! No DQs. Goes low to where the sun don't shine. Blasting the boys of Trevor Hannibal. Now a scoop slam sets him up in position for that pendulum elbow drop. Trevor driver caught by JB Hayes into the pin. JB Hayes gonna score a point. No. Tries for it again, Mr. Green though. Keeping him at bay. Caught by Kruger with that knee. Instantly the pin broken up by the champion. RJ Kidd picking himself up out of the corner. Goes after the hardcore king But Mr. Green from behind with that sleeper slam, and now a basement drop kick. 20 minutes left on the clock. 5 minutes have officially gone by. No falls yet, which is good news for Trevor Hannibal. Byron Kruger rolling to the outside, trying to give himself a few seconds to catch his breath here. This really is a matchup where you got to pace yourself, but at the same time, you got to keep your eyes open, because a pin, a submission can happen at any time. Like right now. Crucifix driver only gets a 1 count though from Mr. Green. Trevor driver into the pin. Not even able to hit a 1 count as Byron Kruger breaks it up, pays for it though with some knees to the chest. Mr. Green shaking it off at ringside, lets out a little woo-woo. RJ Kidd! Crossroads to Byron Kruger! Not even able to attempt the pin though as he gets taken out by Hannibal. JB Hayes pulling out a ladder now, as if there wasn't already enough weapons introduced. Mr. Green's got Kruger isolated in the ring. This could be a big opportunity for the Paragon of Prosperity. Knee drop from the top, avoided by Kruger. The Enigma gonna grab a steel chair for the lower back of Mr. Green. And again to the ass. And now to the shoulder. Again to the ass with Mr. Green escaping the ringside. Sleeper locked in, but well, it's not going to do any good for Mr. Green here at ringside. It isn't false count anyway, but he might be able to eliminate Byron Kruger from the equation, put him to sleep, knock him out. Kruger won't be a factor. Oh, able to escape though. With the jawbreaker, JB Hayes in the ring, grabbing a sledgehammer. You don't go into war without a weapon, right to the gut of the champion after busting RJ Kidd open. And Mr. Green decides to show off his dance skills in the middle of this match. Throws RJ Kidd back into the ring. Trevor Hannibal goes after him. Like I said before, hopefully Hannibal can maintain focus on the goal at hand. Don't let your emotions get the better of you. But of course, how can you? Trevor Hannibal's only human, and Mr. Green put him through a freaking table earlier this week. Jesus Christ. Getting a bit crowded here near the announce table. Nobody has scored a fall yet, which again is good news for the defending champion, Trevor Hannibal. All he's got to do is make sure nobody gets a pin or a submission. And he leaves here tonight still the NGW champion. There's hardly a bigger challenge for a defending champion than a match like this. Byron Kruger letting out a little woo! RJ Kidd responds with one of his own. Even a boot to the face of Kidd. Mr. Green quickly throws him into the ring. Jesus, man. A hard-hitting matchup here. Multiple superstars bleeding at this point. Kidd finding his way back into the ring. Mr. Green gets thrown shoulder first into the barricade. I would really like it if these guys got away from the announcement, man. You're going to knock over my dummy. Alright, which I got from W.GG. And I used the promo code CMB23 at checkout. It saved me 10%. Did you know? Mr. Green telling RJ Kidd, get the hell out of here. You don't belong in this match. Oh, and from behind. Caught by Hannibal. Steel chair to the bald head. And again, now RJ Kidd with a bat. They're just beating the hell out of Mr. Green. Ganging up on you, boy. JB picking up where he left off earlier this week with Byron Kruger. Pump handle single knee backbreaker. Byron trying to come up from behind, but Hayes saw it coming, throws some ribs first into the barricade. Mr. Green and JB again going to try to work together. Meeting of the minds, though. Kruger counters that attempt. 15 minutes left on the clock, my friends. Nobody has scored a fall yet. Trevor Hannibal throwing Kruger off to the side, Enzu lariat. The ring and ringside area at this point looking more akin to a war zone. Oh, sledgehammer right up the ass. Sounds like a typical Saturday night. Trevor Hannibal powerbomb down onto the sand. RJ Kid just can't help but to run his mouth in this match. Maybe he should save the celebrating for when the match is over. Mr. Green giving JB a taste of his knee there. Again, you can only score a fall by pin or submission in the ring. There's only about 14 minutes left on the clock. Trevor Hannibal doing all he can. He wants to keep this fight at ringside. Mr. Green and RJ Kid taking their fight towards the stage area. RJ Kid, that mouth just does not stop running. What is Mr. Green doing? Taking a victory lap, man. You don't even have a point. Elbow to the jaw of JB Hayes, Byron Kruger. Now everyone is going up towards the stage. What is happening? Sledgehammer in the hands of Trevor Hannibal. A dangerous weapon. DDT to Kruger. Camera having trouble getting a clear view here. Good Lord. Oh, not again, Mr. Green. Once more below the belt of Trevor Hannibal. Making good use of the fact there's no disqualifications. JB tossing Kruger back into the ring. Trevor Hannibal going to join the fun. Kruger trying to take his shot. Big clothesline by the champion. Trevor Hannibal doesn't have to score a fall, but why not try? Kruger keeping him at bay, back and forth here. Toss in the corner is Kruger. Hannibal full steam ahead, knee to the chest, taking him down. Gonna wash that face. Big boot! Nearly taking Kruger's head off. Mr. Green thrown into the ring. Hannibal goes right after him. Oh, mega driver! The champion gonna take the lead. 1, 2, Green kicks out. Mr. Green kicking out of the Omega driver. Everybody back into the ring now. It doesn't last long. Kid rolling to the outside as Kruger with a butterfly pile driver to his arch nemesis, JB Hayes. Targets the champion, drops to the outside. Trevor's dragging JB back into the ring, making sure he kisses the canvas. Kid! Crossroads! Crossroads by Kid. Can't go for the pin though. JB Hayes, counters the cutter into a power slam. RJ Kid tries for a German suplex. Hannibal in with the counter. Hayes from behind though. At ringside we see Byron Kruger dropping Mr. Green's bald head down into the sand. Up against the ropes, RJ Kid looking like he's in La La Land right about now. Hannibal gets dropped to the outside. Back into the ring, Byron Kruger. JB Hayes caught with the crossroads. Into the pin, the Kruger right there to break it up. 10 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Still plenty of time for someone to try and score a fall. Another crossroads! Another crossroads. Everyone back into the ring though. And Enziguri takes Kid down. Trevor Hannibal. God, Gourdbuster, GTS. Wait a minute. Oh, God, RJ Kidd had the bully lock cinched in. Omega driver to Kruger, broken up by Mr. Green before even the count of one. Absolute mayhem, chaos here in our main event. Can anyone score a fall? Still plenty of time left on the clock. Mr. Green able to see Trevor Hannibal coming there. Takes him out with the crucifix driver. Hannibal always gets his way though. Another Omega driver, Mr. Green. Into the pin. Not quick enough. JB Hayes breaks it up. Ah, the cutter! The cutter! The cutter! The cutter! 1, 2! You gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. I thought for damn sure that was it. My bottom dollar, my last pair of shorts, I would have bet it all. But Trevor Hannibal kicking out. Now Kruger with an inverted Frankensteiner to the champion. Gonna go after JB Hayes. Knife edge shot. Great combination. Put together finishing. With that head scissors takedown. Everyone bleeding at this point. As Kruger. Brainbuster. Onto the knee. Hooks the leg. Hannibal breaks it up. All 5 of these men feeling the effects of this match, that's for damn sure. But for one man, it's going to be worth it. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Trevor Hannibal. Pop-up powerbomb to Kruger. No time to waste and he knows it. Immediately lining up his shot. For the Omega driver, Kruger sees it coming. Meanwhile, Mr. Green and RJ Kidd just fighting all the way up towards the stage. Not too sure what they're doing. Old school Schmitty. Still, nobody has scored a fall. Trevor Hannibal playing defense. Over to the corner, gives him a taste of that top turnbuckle. Kruger, though, from behind. The patella brainbuster. JB Hayes right there, though. Is he going to break it up? What the hell? Byron Kruger scores a fall. JB Hayes let it happen. What the hell did we just see? What the hell was that? JB Hayes just allowed Byron Kruger to pin Trevor Hannibal and picked up a fall. We officially have a new champion. Now Trevor Hannibal has to score a fall. RJ Kidd looking to tie it up. 1, 2, Hannibal breaks it up though. And he's going to get one as well. Crossroads to Hannibal. Kruger taking him down, though. Fujiwara armbar. Trying to take a further lead. Kidd able to escape. Head scissors, guys. Byron Kruger is the current NGW champion. He just has to last 6 minutes. And he leaves Miami with the championship. Meanwhile, Trevor Hannibal now has to tie things up. Either himself or somebody else has to score another point. Because if this ends in a draw, Hannibal retains. Those are the rules. Byron Kruger looking to take a further lead. Patella brainbuster to Mr. Green. Kidd from behind, though. Kruger not going to allow him to interfere. Rolling fireman's carry senton. JB Hayes Keeping the NGW champion busy at ringside. Single underhook DDT down into the sand. Byron Kruger said that Miami would be the host for his coronation as NGW champion. I want to know why the hell JB Hayes let that pin happen though. He could have broken it up multiple times. He stood there and watched. Now it seems like he's just trying to keep everyone else out of the ring. Kruger sleeping on his seat, Kid from behind. Pushing him face first down into the sand. Back in the ring, Hannibal knows he has less than 5 minutes to tie things up again. Or else he can kiss that NGW championship goodbye. In the ring, Hannibal with a ripcord forearm smash. He's got Hayes isolated. He's got to work quickly, and he knows it. Hannibal! Omega driver! Can he do it? Can he do it? But here comes Byron Kruger to make sure it doesn't happen. And now Kruger! Another patella brainbuster! Goes after Hayes. Hayes counters. Byron counters. These two know each other so well. Hannibal using that time, though, to get back into the fight. Cross to the face. Interesting offense there by Kruger, who goes to the top rope. Byron Kruger, holy shit! Phoenix Splash! 1, 2, 3, Kruger! Kruger with another fall has pinned Hannibal a second time. That now means someone else has to score 2 falls in order to tie things up in only 3 minutes. Is it possible? RJ Kidd looking to score a point. Modified crossface, broken up though by Mr. Green. I cannot believe this. Byron Kruger ahead by 2 points. Catching it all on film. Cutter! Cutter! JB with the cutter into the pin. 1, 2, 3! It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. JB Hayes. JB Hayes now has 2 minutes and 35 seconds. He needs one more fall. He needs one more fall to tie things up. He needs one more fall. At least he can stop Byron Kruger from leaving Miami as NGW champion. Cravat driver. Broken up though. Two minutes and 5 seconds left. Crossroads! Crossroads! Can Kid do it? 1, 2, 3! Kid gets a point! Kid gets a point! RJ Kidd scores a point! Can he score another one? Maybe! Maybe! Maybe it can be done! Maybe it can be done! Crossroads! Pin him, Kid! Pin him, Kid! But Mr. Green, that conniving son of a bitch, breaking up the pin, old school Schmitty, goes after Hannibal, who's still hurting. Takes him down to one knee, but Hannibal somehow still fighting. 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Byron Kruger in the lead with 2 points. JB Hayes and RJ Kidd behind him with 1 point each. They've only got 60 seconds. One of them has to score a fall to at least stop Kruger from leaving Miami as champion. But can it be done? Can it be done? Or will we crown a new champion in Byron Kruger? Counting down, JB! JB hits the cut of Mr. Green again! Comes in to break it up. 25 seconds. You only need 3 seconds though. That's all you need is 3 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a new NGW champion. And his name is Byron Kruger. What an insane main event. What an insane show from top to bottom. NGW Checkpoint Miami gonna go down as one of the better shows we have seen in quite some time. Mr. Green out there dying on the apron. But the show gonna close with Byron Kruger remaining true to his word that Miami would be the place of his coronation. And there he stands, the new NGW champion.